โอเคครูยอมแพ้ละ
ไม่มีเสียงใช่ไหม
เอ๊ะน่าจะมีแล้วนะอยู่จะมีก็มี
เอาเลยร้อน
Okay, that's okay. He will bring it later. It's okay. We'll talk about the process first. Right? Okay, so this one you guys already know that. Okay. In the last semester, which is the next semester, okay, you're gonna have to register for the special project. Okay, that's free credit. Okay, and the credit is only SU. Okay, satisfaction or unsatisfaction. Okay, and some of you may wonder why do we have to do the independent study or special project? Okay, first of all, it's the rule. Okay, that's required by Office of Higher Education Commission. That's the first thing. Okay, and the other thing that we do is that because after study for almost 2 years, we hope that you can at least bring it into practice in terms of creating the business plan or creating a strategic plan, so or doing some research, so that it will be beneficial if you want to have your own business or improve your organization that you're working for. Okay, so we hope that you can combine all the functions that you learn, okay, and creating the business plan or a strategic plan. Okay, so the objective is basically we want you to be able to analyze the situation, apply the concept that you learn to real world problem. That's the key. Okay, and then we also expect that you can effectively communicate your concept, your idea, both in writing. That's why you have to write the IS, and also in oral. Okay, that's why you need to defense. Okay, that's the reason. And we hope that, well, at the end, okay, there's a lot of students. Okay, for example, if they do business plan, they actually, once they graduate, they're actually setting up their own business. That happened before. Or recently, okay, we have other students that doing strategic plan for a company, and then her company decide to follow, okay, that plan. So it's very important, and just I would like to you guys to kind of think of it as the opportunity. If at the beginning of the MBA, during the interview, you say that you want to set up your own business, this is a really good time for you to seriously study and pursue your dream, right? And the cool thing about it, it's not only that it will let you graduate, but if you choose the right advisor that can work very well with you and have some expertise, you get free consultation. Because if you're going to set up your own business and if you consult someone, you're going to have to pay the fee. But in this, you don't have, and you also get the credit for it. Okay, so think of it this way, so that it will be meaningful. I know that you guys have a lot of work, but don't try to say that, okay, just get rid of it, get it done. Because at the end, you spend a lot of time on it anyway, and you get a piece of junk that you will not use anymore. So it's not worthwhile to do. Okay? So try to make the most out of it. Okay? Because you have only the independent study next term and one more classes. So it's not as much as you have, especially this term, right? You know how much that you have to work, so it will be less, but you can maximize the benefit that you're gonna get. Okay? So the type of project, okay, some of you may already heard about it. There are 4 types of projects that we recommend students to do. Okay? Business plan, strategy plan, research project, and case study. What are the difference between all of them? So briefly, and then I'll go to the example for you. But the one that people most confused is about business plan and strategy plan. Okay, business plan is when you want to start up new business. You don't have any company, anything yet, and you want to explore starting this business. You want to find out whether this business will be successful or not. What kind of marketing idea that you should do, operation, finance, and so on. One thing that you can keep in mind is that it's okay if it's not feasible. Okay, think about it. You have the idea, and then you plan, you do the research, you study the market, you plan for your marketing, you plan for your operation, and then you forecast your revenue, your cost, and then let's say it end up that your NPV is less than is 0 or less, or our IRR is not good. It's still okay. Don't try to change the number so that you will get a good NPV or IRR. Okay, because the good thing about it is any kind of business plan, if it doesn't feasible, you realize that something is not right, and then you can just write in the plan what are the reasons and how would you fix it, and then you're done. Doesn't mean that you have to redo the whole thing. Okay, but it would be good if you want to carry on that business. Now you know that your idea is not working. There must be some change, and then you can refine it later. Okay, so don't worry about the number. Don't work backward. Okay, just go with what you know, what you think it should be. If it's not feasible, it's okay. Okay. Another type is strategy plan. This one is when there is currently a business, and you want to either make it better, want to improve it, or it's already good, but you want to find some way to grow. Okay, expand to other market whatsoever, you can do that. But the very important thing about strategy plan is that I recommend that you work in that company, okay? Or if you're not working in that company, but it's your family business or your friend business, that you have access to the information, because you're gonna have to analyze the situation of the company, not only in terms of the sales marketing, but you need the financial statement to see whether they are healthy or they're having problem. Okay, so if you don't have access to that data, don't try to do it. You will have a lot of problem. Okay, English student doesn't have problem because you usually work somewhere, right? So, but if you're gonna do the strategy plan for your company, be sure to ask your boss about it. Sometimes it may be confidential, so talk with your advisor, because you don't have to show all the information. We can mark up some confidential information too. Okay? But just make sure you have information, because in the past, there are some usually regular students, because they don't work and they try to do some strategy plan. And one student, you know what company they picked? Apple. It's like, come on, there's no way, right? So it's not worth anything. So you just guess and you just dream about it. So no, we want something that's solid, and then you can use it later. Okay? So make sure business plan, you don't have any business you want to try. Strategic plan, the business is already established, it's already running, and you want to assess whether it's okay or not. Should you improve or change anything? Okay? I would say that for strategic plan, you will use, I would say, almost all the tools that you learned from SM this term. Okay? Because you have to analyze the business itself, analyze the environment, so that you can get the idea, know that's what, and then you can do the tau metric, get to the strategy that you would recommend, and so on. Okay? For research project and case study, you have to admit not a lot of students doing it, but if you want to explore, that's okay too. Okay? For research, it's focusing on really doing the research. Okay? Trying to find some answer to the question. But the key thing that is important is that you have to be able to apply to the business. Okay, not just say that, okay, I want to know something, so I do research, I get it, but there's no implication on the business. Cannot do that because you're still in the MBA program. Okay? Case study, if you are really interested in some company that are really successful or fail badly, and you want to learn about it, okay, what made the company like this, okay, what are the key factors, and so on, you can do the case study also. But for case study, we recommend that if you want to do it, okay, you talk with your advisor, and then you're gonna have to create the outline of what you want to include for approval first, okay, because we want to make sure that you're up to the standard, but we also provide a template for the case study also, okay. The template that you get, okay, the guideline, which is the big thick of paper, that's one will give you the guideline for all type of projects. Okay, I recommend that if your advisor want you to change anything, it's okay. This is just the guideline. But for the program, we just want to make sure that you include all the aspects that is important. Okay, for example, you may learn that, okay, first, let's say your company, you want to do strategic plan. You analyze and everything and you find out that the really problem of the company is about their marketing strategy. Okay, in that case, yes, you can focus more on talking about marketing strategy, but you still have to talk about how would you change your operation to support that marketing strategy. For example, you do good marketing strategy, you expect to get more customer. So how would you make sure that your operation can support, and then that will impact your finance. So at the end, you still have at least 3 parts of the plan. Okay, 3 functional: marketing, operation, and finance. Okay, but the way that you give for each one may be different depending on the strategy that you recommend. In that case, that's okay. Okay, but if you just decide to, okay, I'm gonna only do the marketing strategy, that's not enough. Okay, because you are an MBA student. Okay, we expect you to see the impact of one function to the other two. Okay, and that will help you with your comprehensive exam. I can guarantee that. Okay. All right, just a little bit about the process. Okay, right now we are at the initial stage that, okay, you're gonna have to find the topic. Okay, what do I mean by get the topic, identify the topic? You have to decide, okay, what kind of project or what kind of IS you're gonna do. This is business plan, strategy plan, research, and then have the idea about the topic that you're gonna do. If you're gonna set up new business, what kind of business? Okay, because you need to be able to fill in the proposal. Okay, that's the first thing that you have to submit. Okay, so and then once you have the idea, okay, about what you're gonna do, the second step is to find your advisor. This is very important. Okay, right now only full-time lecturer at our school can be your advisor. Okay, so any for you, most professor will be qualified, but if you're taking the entrepreneur, okay, Ajahn Paul is not a full-time professor, so he cannot be your advisor. Okay, just so that you know, so that you don't have to approach him. Okay, because it will not, again, it's the rule from the Office of Higher Education Commission, not from us. So, and each advisor, okay, can only accept 10 students per batch. Okay, and more than that, the total student that advisor accept can only be up to 15 students. For your group, okay, you will do the IS at the same time as the Young Executive Program. Okay, that's 100 students. So you have 150 students trying to find the advisor. Okay, obviously, okay, if we count all the professors in the school, it will be fine. But I know that you have some preference, right? So the one that you really like, get the idea and approach as fast as you can. Okay, I can tell you that some of the young executive students already approached some advisor. Okay, and if you're not sure who can be the advisor, okay, beside the professor that teach you in the course, okay, other professor can too. Okay, and to find that information, okay, you can go to the MBA website. Okay, going to student section. I know it's kind of hard to navigate, but have problem too. We'll try to change. So go to student section, you're gonna get to this page, right? That's quite interesting when I'm trying to find it. So sorry for foreign student, it's all time. But you can guess, okay? So go down here, okay? That's so bad, you know. Sorry, I'm gonna tell them to change. Because at the first time I have trouble finding it too. But this will be the information about the professor that can accept the independent study. When you click on it, it will give you information about the professor. Okay? and their email address, okay, phone number, okay, so that you can contact. And the professor will list out the IS that they can accept, but it could be more. Okay, this is their preference. But if you want to do something else, you can approach too. Sometimes they are okay with it. So don't just kind of strict only to that. And if you don't want to know their expertise, take a look at information here. Okay, the class that they teach. So you have the idea who specialize on what. Okay, we have professor in HR, OM, entrepreneur. So we have different professor. Okay, so you can take a look and then approach the professor too. Okay, so if you have trouble because it's all tight, then let me know. Okay, so can help. What I really recommend is the way that you approach professor. Okay, since you already have that email, don't email to like 3 professors at the same time and then ask. It's happened before. Okay, because you actually gonna create conflict among us. That's not good. Okay, because first of all, just pick the advisor that you really like. Approach that person first. Okay, and if they decline or whatsoever, then you go further. Okay, but not because there's some student sending the same email. Actually, 3 professors in the same email, and then ask. Okay, so that's not nice. Okay, and the worst thing is already sent the email to ask, and then she accidentally meet one professor, so they talk in person. That professor decided to accept, and she didn't even tell the 2 professors that she asked. Okay, so the other one accept too. Now it's a problem. Okay, so but before sending an email, you should have the idea what you're gonna do. Don't just go to the professor and say, I have no idea. Can you help me? No. Okay, not professional, and you're probably gonna get yelled from them. So don't do it. Not yet. So I think the submission time should be maybe around the end of January. So maybe I don't remember. so we will know soon. Okay, maybe we'll bring it to you. Okay. No. Probably wrong. I don't know, but maybe like I don't know February or something. We'll see. Okay. I don't remember. Sorry.
Can we get an English version of all the professors on the website?
Not gonna be that soon, but I can ask. Yeah, because I just realized too. Okay. I'll ask them to revise it. Okay. Yeah, I will. But in the meantime, I know that most of the students prefer to approach the professor that teach you before because you know the style. So go with that first. Okay. Don't wait for the list because a lot of things is the professor that you already seen, and the one that you really like is probably taken by other too. Okay. So decide and go fast. Okay. Okay. So once you identify the advisor, okay, sometimes I recommend students that you can just start drafting your proposal and go when you approach advisor. You have better idea to talk. Okay, for myself, like if students come with no idea, so let's say that okay, I want to open up a restaurant whatsoever. I will ask them several questions to see whether they really know their stuff and they really do background study or not. And if it feel like the project not going to be successful, it's not worthwhile to do, I'm going to say no and ask them to do again, okay, before accepting. So don't just come and expect that everybody is going to accept you, okay? If it's not an interesting project, not worthwhile too, okay? So you have to sell yourself too, okay? And once you get the advisor, finalize your proposal, okay? Get it ready and submit the proposal to the program with advisor approval signature. Okay, we'll know soon when we have to submit it. Okay, and then after submitting the proposal, okay, the program will review. Usually, just to make sure that the topic is compliant with what we're looking for. Okay, with the standard and so on. So if you don't get any call or email from us to kind of explain about your topic, so it means that you are okay. Okay, and then you can actually start working on it right away. You don't have to wait. Even though we say that it's for next term, but you can start whenever you want. Okay? Start working on it under advisor supervision. We don't really have the rule that students have to meet advisor how many times during the process. Other program has. We don't. It's just between you and your advisor. How would it best for you to collaborate or work with your advisor? You can talk with them. Okay? Figure it out, but don't just meet your advisor during proposal submission and then meet again at the end of the IS final submission. Okay? Because you could have a lot of problems. Okay? If your advisor don't agree with your idea, okay, that's really a big problem. Okay? So make sure that you consult with your advisor along the way. Okay? So for example, if you do business plan, okay, you're gonna have to analyze the environment. This one usually okay for students. But once you want to do to study about consumer, okay, doing questionnaire, you should have approval from your advisor too. What kind of question that you want and you need to ask so that you get the most benefit from your questionnaire. Okay, and then once you start crafting your strategy, go talk with your advisor. Make sure that this is good. Because the good thing about talking with advisor, sometimes advisor will have a lot of questions for you that you need to address and revise. But it's better than you have that kind of question during oral exam. Okay, so it means like you will work with your advisor to get the best version that you have. So once you come to the oral exam, you address all the area that could be questionable. So you don't have problem in oral exam. I can tell you, if you have a really good IS, your oral exam will be a piece of cake. Just present, maybe some comment, and you're done. But if you did a really poor job in your IS, okay, such that people don't understand the idea, you will get a lot of questions. If you can address it, you're lucky, you might barely pass and you have to change, revise a lot. But if you cannot address it, you don't know the idea why we decide to do this and that, you probably fail. There's some students that fail. Okay? It happens. So try your best so that at the end you are happier. Okay? So you don't have to do a lot. Okay? Because I have some students, okay, revise with advisor a lot. So at the end she barely has to change anything. It could happen too. Okay? But in general, just expect that after the submission to the program and after the oral exam, you may still have to revise your work based on the committee suggestion. Okay? Okay, so you work with your advisor. In order to take the oral exam, you're gonna have to submit 3 copies of the final draft to the MBA office. Okay? And these 3 copies need to have your advisor's signature on the cover page. It's kind of to state that the advisor already see your work. Okay? So this means that you have to submit your work to your advisor. I would recommend 2 or 3 weeks before the due date to submit to the MBA office. Because your advisor have to go through it. Okay? There's a lot of students in the past that submit the work, okay, let's say 1 day before the final draft submission. And obviously, your advisor will not be able to give you feedback fast enough. And what the student do is going to the program and say, advisor don't give me the feedback yet, so I cannot submit. So don't do that, okay? And the reason we require advisor signature, because in the past again, some students submitted, but advisor never seen it before. And then, seriously, and the advisor only see it during the oral exam. So instead of listening to the comment from the committee, the advisor is the one who keep asking questions because you don't get the idea. Okay, and you have more chance to fail in that case. Okay, so talk with your advisor, make sure that everything is going along the way. Okay, and if your advisor want to change anything in the template or the guideline, it's okay. Okay, you can follow your advisor guideline. Okay, just try to make sure that you cover all the topics. But sometimes you can change the order of the topic. That's okay. That makes sense? Okay, and then oral exam will be Where is it? At the end of the, okay, here you come. Okay. Okay, the English version will be available soon, hopefully by the new, before the new year. Okay. Okay. So what he give to you is the schedule chart. Okay, you will get it soon. So we'll talk about it. It's good because it's during the process. So, well, the oral exam will be around June, end of June. Okay. And then once you pass the oral exam, hopefully everybody passed. I really like it if everybody passed. Then you have to revise the IELTS according to the committee suggestion, and then submit the final paper to final CD to the MBA office. Okay? I know a lot of students ask me why do we still have to submit the CD? It's quite old and hard to find, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to kind of deal with it because we have to put it on at the library. So right now they want a CD, so we're gonna do it for now. Okay, in the future, hopefully we can do something better. But for now, just bear with it. Okay, government organization, it takes time to change. Okay, so hopefully by now everybody get it. So we can talk about it. Can you guys see it? You can take a look at your paper, probably better. But the thing is, okay, if you try to map out to the process that we have, okay, right now we are here having the workshop, okay, and then you have to submit your proposal by the end of January. I think I'm right. Okay, well, the thing is, if we kind of let it go further, now you're gonna hit the period of the examination and all the case studies that you have to submit. So that's why we kind of encourage you to do it faster. Okay, so and then usually what happens is that you submit proposal and then you wait for a long time before you start doing it. But try to keep doing the things. Okay, because even though we have about 3 months to the IELTS, but most students find that it's not enough time. So start doing it early, okay? So, okay, so you can see here that, okay, after submitting the proposal, we're not gonna ask you to do anything until, until around June, okay? At the beginning of June, okay? This one, okay, we ask you to start submitting your work to your advisor. Okay, we don't have the specific deadline because it depends on you and your advisor. How long does your advisor take in order to review your work? Okay, but the deadline that you have to adhere is June 15. This one you're gonna have to submit 3 copies with approved advisor signature. Okay, by June 15. Okay, for a lot of students, okay, you can ask your advisor about how you're going to do things. Just like, for example, with me, sometimes I ask students to submitting the work, like every chapter, once they complete, and then we talk about it, okay, so that we kind of go together along the way. Some advisor may want you to complete the work to a certain level before talking, or some may ask you to come every week, just depend. I don't know, okay, but for sure, if advisor doesn't really ask you to come or whatsoever, at least by the beginning of June, you should submit your work to them so that your advisor can review. Okay? And remember, this is independent study. So a lot of advisor will not drag you to do stuff. It's your job to do and then try to grab advisor and ask for consultation. Okay, they're not gonna be like a teacher that like ask you, okay, this week what is your progress and so on. Some may, but in general they are not. Okay, so it's your responsibility to have a good plan when you're gonna do what, when you're expecting to be done. Okay, and hopefully everybody pass. Okay, your advisor approved so that you can submit your work by June 15, and between June 26 to 30th, that will be the oral exam week. So mark that calendar down, okay? And if you really have problem with some week, talk with your advisor, okay? Because the way we schedule, we try to make sure that in general, if you are having the same advisor, we try to have the exam on the same day, okay? So if you have problem with any day, talk to your advisor, okay? And hopefully everybody pass. So if you pass, then if you have to revise your work, okay, you have until July 31st to submit your CD. This is very important because if you don't submit your CD, you will not be able to take the comprehensive exam. Okay? You have to complete the full process for the IS before going to comprehensive exam. And this one is very, very important. Comprehensive exam will be on September 3rd. Okay, so mark it down. Don't miss that day. Okay, you're gonna have, no matter what, you're gonna have to show up. Okay, it's very important. Okay, any question about the timeline? Are we okay with this? Okay? Okay, so grading, only pass and fail. That's it. Okay? So, how will you fail? It could be that you cannot finish during the time frame that we specify. You have nothing to submit, so you automatically fail. Okay? Or project is not acceptable in the sense that you work on it, it's incomplete. It could be that your advisor not approve you to take the oral. You fail too. Okay? Or advisor approve you to take the oral exam, but the committee decide that you fail because you do poorly in your written work and also when you're doing the oral exam. Okay, so you could fail. If you fail, you are not allowed to take comprehensive exam. That means you're gonna have to wait another semester to do your IS and then do comprehensive exam later. Okay, so try to make sure that you adhere to the schedule. Okay. And if you fail, you still have to register, okay, to remain a student. So basically, I would say waste of time and money. So don't do it, okay? Make sure that you get everything done on time, okay? And there are some students that fail, okay? Okay, committee. A lot of you curious about committee? Yes, advisor you choose. Committee, the MBA office will choose for you. Usually it will be the professor that probably have the expertise in the area that you're working on. Or could be that the advisor have different, the committee has different expertise than your advisor, so they can look at your project comprehensively. Okay? You will not know until we actually have the date of the oral exam set for you. Okay? So no need to ask your advisor because your advisor has no idea too. Okay? Okay. So for the proposal, okay, you already have the outline, right? There's another set of paper for the proposal. This one, yes. Okay, that have the ABA in front of it. Okay. So basically, you need to complete all of the area here, the rationale for the study. This is quite important because you're going to have to convince that this project is worthwhile to do. That's the idea. Okay, so give the idea, if you're going to do a business plan, what kind of product and why do you think it's worthwhile to do the business. Okay, objective of the study, the scope, objective is usually quite clear for the student. You want to improve organization, or if you want to set up the new business, something like that. Okay, for the scope of the study, it's just a thing that you want to include or you want to consider. Okay, anything outside of that out of scope. So this is kind of frame the area that you were working on. Okay, methodology of the study. This one common mistake that students have is that you only talk about, I'm gonna collect primary data, collect secondary data, and you're done. No, right? Once you have the data, what would you do next? Right? You're gonna analyze the data. How would you analyze it? You're gonna create the plan. What should be included in your plan? Something like this. Okay? Not just say that I'm collecting the data and you're done. Okay? Contribution of the study. Think in terms of you yourself. Okay? If you set up this business, how would you gain? And the other thing is, if other people take a look at your work, how would they learn or how would they benefit from your work? Okay? Time frame of the study. This is more like a Gantt chart that help you decide on the time, okay, that you're going to work on. Okay, so list out the activity that you have to do and then the time. Okay, put the time in so that you have the idea when you have to do what. Okay, so you can finish on time. Okay, just this is just the example. Okay, more example can be found on the MBA website. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, but for strategic plan, again, you can see that it's usually a strategic plan for a company. Okay, if they want to improve hospital, could be any kind of company. Okay, manufacturing, service, hospital, school, anything is okay. Even non-profit organization is still okay. If you take a look at the last plan. Okay, this is Chai Patana Foundation. So you can do that too. Okay, that's not only for profit organization. Okay, so strategic plan of for some company. Okay, if it's a business plan, okay, the thing that I would like you to keep in mind if you're going to do the business plan, okay, you should think how would you make customer want your product? How would you differentiate? Okay, or do you have any new technology or something that really different from others that people want to get your product or your service? Okay, so try to think of it this way. Okay, this is some of the example that the students do. Okay, so they figure out some new technology. Okay, this one is tri-layer coated fertilizer. So basically, new type of fertilizer. Okay, that can release nutrition based on the need of the plant. Something like this. So make it more interesting. Because I think in this case, or something that you really want to do. So you find it interesting for you to conduct the study. Okay, not just do anything that just you want you cannot figure out and do whatever it is. Okay. So for business plan, we don't really require you to do the prototype of anything, but you should be able to prove or show that you know how to make it, if it's a new technology or new product. Okay. The research project. You can see that research project is usually fall into 3 categories. Okay, marketing research, financial research, and human resource. That's 3 areas that most people do. If it's a marketing, like you want to study the attitude, the satisfaction, or something like this, make sure that it's not just for one product or one type of company. Okay? For example, if you want to study the attitude towards something, okay, it should be for the whole industry. Okay, for example, maybe perception about the insurance or the attitude about the counter draft or something like that. It's for the whole industry. Not just say that on automobile. Not just say that, okay, consumer attitude toward Honda or something like this. Okay, that's not qualified. That one is more for if you're going to do strategic plan. Right? You study the consumer for that company and then you do strategic plan for that company. But if you're going to do the research, it's for just in general, macro level. And then once you have the idea, okay, then you can recommend to the business what group could be the target group, what do they want, and so on. Okay? And for human resource is usually talking about the perception of the employee toward the employer, something like this, or the different of the generation attitude and so on. Or finance, that's okay too. Okay, but just make sure that if you're going to do research project, approach the advisor in that field. Okay, if you're going to do finance, go to finance professor. Okay, that's very important. Okay. And then case study, okay, different kind of case study. This one is just some example. Okay, you have some best practice in some company, knowledge management, creativity process you want to study. You want to compare between different company. That can do too. Okay, but again, this one you need a second approval. You need to do the outline to get the approval. Okay, I would say that you can do any type of project, but again, most students, if you talk to the previous batch, you're probably gonna heard mostly on business plan and strategy plan. So up to you. Okay. If you have any question, then feel free to ask us. Okay. 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 So those of you, if you're still not sure about the topic, okay, again you can go to the MBA website and okay. Very small, but right before the advisor information, okay, you can go to the database. I have the feeling it's not working today. Anyway, so okay, the database will help you kind of if you want to know, like let's searching for some previous IS. Okay, business plan will come up. Or if you want to know your advisor, okay, you can search from the advisor. That okay, this professor usually accept what kind of project, what are the topic that they accept. You can take a look at it too, okay, to give you more information. Okay. Any question so far? Okay. Again, I just kind of want to emphasize again that if you can attend the session, really want you to do so. Okay, so that you can get real life, you can ask and interact with the professor at that time. Especially for those of you who don't know what to do, no idea what would be a good project. Okay, go to Saturday session. Because if you go to that session and then hopefully you can finalize your idea within a week, it will be awesome because you can start approaching the advisor. Okay? Because let me give you a head up. Actually, for the IS introduction for the Young Executive Program will be conducted on Saturday. So you are about 2 days earlier than that. Okay? So if you have the idea, go ahead. If you're still not sure, Saturday you should at least have some idea. Okay? And if you cannot attend, there will be the video session available. Not sure, should be soon. Okay, I'm not sure whether it's going to be on the Blackboard or on the MBA website. I will inform you again. Okay? Alright? You guys have any question? Okay, if not, then you guys free to go and good luck finding the topic and the advisor. Okay?
มีเสียงไหมสรุป
มี
สุดยอด นี่มันเข้าไปดูย้อนหลังได้ปะ
ได้
อ๋อสุดยอด